if you're looking for a new workout program, but you just don't have time to get the pen and paper out, even if you got years of experience and know what you're doing, but you're looking for something new, check out my workout programs. If you click on the link in my bio, you go to my website, getjackedwitheddie.com, and you can see what I have. It's a bodybuilding workout. It's a high volume approach. It's a 4-day split. You do not have to be a bodybuilder to do this program. If you want, you know, that big, lean, jacked 3D look with 3D shoulders, that's what my workout program is all about, okay? I don't care if you're 18 or if you're 50 years old like me or even a little bit older. This is a program that everybody can do. It is a 4-day split, and what we're going to do is we're going to do chest, back, arms, which would be biceps and triceps, and legs. We're going to do our abs with back, and we're going to do the calves with legs. Now, if you notice, there's not a specific shoulder day. I don't have one in this routine. And getting back to the point, if you're looking for something new, if you're kind of stale with what you have, I would take a look at this concept that I have, because through trial and error, I'm 50 years old. I've been working out since I'm 14. I've tried a lot of different things. And you'll hear me say this over and over. There is not one way to do everything, okay? I will never sit here and tell you that my workout program is the only way to go to get to where you want to be, because that would be a flat out lie. And anybody who tells you that their program is the way and that's the only way, run away from that person, okay? But this is an approach that does and will work and that I use personally, okay? But I don't have a specific shoulder day. For me personally, I end up having a lot of shoulder problems when I do so. And in fact, I think I get them overtrained, and they're actually not as big in 3D as I want them to be. I like that real boulder, full, rounded off shoulder. You know, a lot of guys, I think, end up overtraining their shoulders, and they get way too much work in the front delt, because they're working the front delt a lot with chest, especially with incline presses. And then they're working it again with a full shoulder day. And then, you know, even when you do bicep curls, if you look in the mirror, you're really blasting out that front delt. So what I do is I do a 4-day split: chest, back, arms, legs, and either a day off somewhere in between there at the end of it, or just repeat, okay? If you're feeling good, you read your body. But what I do is, of course, we are training shoulders. We would never neglect them. What I do is I do strictly lateral raises for shoulders, no presses in this workout program. And what I do is, very simply, we're going to do about 4 sets, 1 exercise. We're going to do the cap, okay? We're going to do the side delt with chest. So we're going to do lateral raises to the side, either with a dumbbell, a machine, or with a cable, okay? And we're gonna vary it a little bit. And then I do the rear delts with back, which I think ties in nicely, because you almost are working a lot of your pull downs. You're really kind of already hitting the rear delt. So I do rear delts with back. And, you know, we're going to do either face pulls with a cable, or we're going to do the machine for the rear delts, or we're going to do dumbbells, various different ways, or cables, okay? And those are pretty much the only 2 exercises I do. And, you know, if you take a look at my shoulders, they're round, they're developed. And the key is, at 50 years old, they don't hurt me anymore. I was running into a lot of problems where I had a specific shoulder day, and I had a lot of frozen shoulder. I never had a tear in my shoulder in my life. And in fact, I've never needed a surgery. I kind of pride myself on that with the way I've trained through all the years and being 50 years old. You know, you want to stay in the game, guys. Remember, I don't care what you're doing. If you get yourself injured, especially if you have a tear that requires surgery, well, you're going to be out of the game for a while. You want to do everything you can to avoid that, and that's what my programs are sort of designed around. But we have that 4-day split. It's a 12-week course in my starting program, and you know, you can get that right now for about $18.60. It's a 12-week course. Every 4th week, we do a deloading week, which is where you're going to reduce the volume, and you're just going to go light, okay? It's sort of a reset period. Does 2 things. I think it helps you get ready to get your gains going again, and it drastically, even more important, drastically reduces the chances of an injury. It gives you that reset. Because from my experience, if you just keep going up and up and up and up and up, eventually you're going to injure yourself. What you want to do is you want to go up, 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 plateau off for a little bit, rest and recovery, but still train, okay? Keep everything going. That's where your deloading week comes in, and then start going up again. So you got that progressive overload. So 4 days split. Making sure everything is taken care of. It's completely done for you. I got rest periods, rep ranges, the exercises. I have variation of exercise. So if there's an exercise that's just a problem for you, it doesn't work out well for you, it doesn't feel right, or maybe it's equipment that you don't have in your gym, I show you all different variations you can do to accomplish the same thing. I even have a nutrition guide in there that you can pick up, and I have an advanced program, which is a 16-week course. The intermediate program is the 12-week course that I've been talking about. I recommend that even if you are, a seasoned vet, I would still start with the intermediate program, because it's, it's a lot and it's plenty, and I would probably do it twice. So it's a 12-week course. I'd probably repeat it and try to start at a higher number starting in the second 12 weeks, and end up even higher at the end of the second 12 weeks. So that's 24 weeks right there that you're all set. Okay, you don't really even need to think about what you're doing. I have it all set for you. And then after you do my my intermediate program, 12 weeks and 12 weeks, 24 weeks, you can move on to my advanced program, which is actually a 16-week course. Okay, and of course you can repeat that one as well. When you're looking on my website, you can pick up a bundle where you get both of my courses, the 12-week and the 16-week, and my nutrition guide, and even have a tracker. You can pick up the whole thing for $30 and change. So you actually save a little bit of money if you want to do it all up front. You get a download to the email address that you list, and you're ready to go with my program. After reading through it, you're ready to go a couple hours later, because you can print it out and you can start at the gym. You don't have to wait for something to come in the mail. And the way the printouts are, you can actually write next to each exercise, the reps and the amount of weight you used. I always say this, realistically, I was never one, and I never will be one in the gym to walk around with a piece of paper and a pen. I don't like that concept. It's just not me. It may be you, and that's fine if it is. So I don't do that. What I do is I got a pretty good memory. I take note of everything I do, and when I get out in the car, I'll actually write in the numbers so that I remember what I did. But if you want to bring that in the gym, and you want to do it as you're going through each set, that's perfectly fine as well. So again, click on the link in my bio, check out my website, check out my programs, getjackedwitheddie.com, and check it out, guys. It's exciting, because I'm going to be offering a lot more things as well in the near future. I'm going to get into a lot of the different things I do with fasted cardio, but right now I have those programs. They are available. I got a sale price, and you can get into the thing for $18 a pay.